set up properly. Just take those old records off the shelf. Start listing on eBay all by yourself. Today's thrifters gotta take a little risk. So that's why we're here doing risky business for thrifters. How do we stop this? Soothe your soul. Risky business. Risky business. Hey, woof, I'm Baddog.
And I'm Gooddog. Hey, kids, how are ya? Hope everyone is doing well. And while Craig is off in the distance, making himself all purdy for your folks, I'm just going to say hello to some people. Yes, he forgot the sunglasses. The most important part, he forgot. So maybe, ooh, I can see. Hey, Bluegrass, David, Heather, Susan.
Why, hello.
Carl, Kevin, Heidi, Ron, Witchy, Ginny, Marianne, Ginny, Paul, Sandy. Hey, Greg. Louisa, Lisa, Diane. Okay, I said hello to as many people as I can see.
And Becky and Carl.
Oh, and Becky and Carl. Okay, here.
Well,
You're in my chair.
am I in your chair?
That's fine.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to...
Can I turn your phone off?
Yeah, welcome to the Hall Pass, our Tuesday night live, already off the rails because I forgot my sunglasses, chat about reselling, how to help you maybe make some more money on reselling, some tips and tricks and fun, and just a little break from the everyday. Hey, Julie.
Hello.
No, it's not it's not really a costume. I forgot these. I didn't have this. Yeah, slap my button, call me King Tut.
Smith.
King Tut Smith, yes. So welcome. Today, no.
Well,
no
there might be one in a box
there
somewhere
probably
in the
is.
warehouse.
We probably have one for sale on eBay, or we've got one ready to list in our profit piles. It's probably only about this big. But I gotta shift that. It's shining too much.
Yeah, I kind of liked making that image.
Yeah, Rick made that.
It was fun.
Go back there. That's a little less shining on it.
That's better.
So
You're so good.
hey, Jane.
You know
Hi,
your
Jane.
angles, just like
I really need a break from the every. This is us every day, though. That's the only thing. This is kind of us every day.
every hour of every day.
Every hour of every day.
Every minute of every hour of every day.
Almost.
Every second
of
every minute of every hour of every day.
So, and just this is, we'll give a little bit away.
Did you shave your beard?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I trimmed
What was
this.
her name?
Huh? Oh.
Hi,
Not
Jane.
that beard.
Hi, Jane.
You have tea and cookies and a new eyeglass chain. So you're good to go. Good for you. I'm not sure why you have a new eyeglass chain. But as long as you've got your tea and cookies, that's very good. We have our coffee, our Canadian coffee.
We have our Timmy's.
And I'm just going to say,
keep me awake.
Should we talk about what we did earlier today? Or
well,
no?
Yeah, because it's going to be next week. So.
Possibly next week, right? Maybe next week.
Maybe.
Okay,
yeah,
so
okay.
We have actually been chosen by eBay US to be featured as one of their 25 mini stories for the US 25th anniversary celebration of eBay. So us two little Canadian, sure ain't little, big old us from little old TO, actually itty bitty Canada, who have been 25 years on eBay, are actually being featured within all of the 25 eBay stories that they're doing mini stories of. So in the past month, we've actually
Been
thank
ready
you
for more
thank
than
you.
one close-up.
We have tried to lose 40 pounds since
Didn't
the camera
happen.
puts on 10.
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen. So we will look as large as we normally do. Large and in charge. That's
Marge.
us, Marge. Today we actually were interviewed by Griff, who does the eBay podcast, and we were chatting with him for about an hour for an upcoming podcast in the next week or two.
Yeah.
So we're not sure which one. Yeah, you'll still be able to say you knew us when and you knew us later. It's like, but thank you so much. Thank you. It's been such a blessing.
It's been really, I don't know how it happened.
It's too late, Jenny. We didn't have black on. It just makes me look like I'm 15 pounds less. Girl, I got a lot of black to buy. Yeah, now you have a reason to watch it. It's actually an audio podcast. It's not a video one. So you can download it. Hey, Jason.
Hey,
Jason just tuned in late, so he doesn't even know. We just mentioned that we have been chosen by eBay for one of the 25 stories for mini features for their 25th anniversary. So we had an interview today with Griff. We had a few weeks ago, we had a couple of people in here. We had photographers in here. We had filming going on for 2 days. We had interviews. We've had to do pictures. We've had to make the place look pretty. We've had to stage it so it didn't look like our profit piles exploded everywhere, which they did. So it was like, oh, can we come out next Tuesday and film you? And it's like, oh, yes. Oh,
yeah,
sure.
No problem.
Yeah, come on out. We're all nice and pretty. And then it was like, okay, hang up the phone. It's 2:00 in the morning. Let's get our asses to the warehouse and make it look pretty. So
Where's
we did
the
that.
treadmill again?
Yeah. So we're just, again, we're kind of thrilled about that. And one of the things that, so Griff is doing he does his as a Zoom call, so it's video. But as part of the 25th, there's actually going to be a 1-minute feature video that eBay posts on its eBay for Business platform. It's going to be featured on eBay. They're going to be using it for social. So there's a 1-minute video that's being built for us about us right now. That's video and audio and us interviewed and all sorts of stuff like that. We've had interviews, and we've actually approved our stories. We have 2 stories that are being done on us, so we had all those too. So it was quite exciting. But one of the things that we chatted about with Griff today, as well as telling him about our channel, and the great people that we have that watch us, as well as those who are joining us on the Canadian Resellers or Crazy Resellers and Fantastic Thrifters group on Facebook. If you're not a member there, please join. We're over 2,000 members now. So we're almost the largest reselling group in Canada. We only need about 30 or 40 more people, and we'll be the largest reselling group in Canada on Facebook. But one of the things we talked about was the fact that it's been a bit of a weird year for everybody. It's a tough year for everybody, obviously. With COVID, shutdowns, people not being able to thrift. For us, it's sort of people being out of jobs completely. Max, I almost have the Carol. I almost have the Carol Burnett ones too at the moment. From
actually, we were. It took a long time to get ready for it, though.
What was I saying?
You were talking.
I turned into Carol Burnett for a second.
Oh
no! So it's
odd for you to lose your chain of thought.
Rick actually, Rick was just finished his and got onto retirement. Weird is actually, to say the very least, Angelique. Then my full-time business, remember, because we've mostly been for 25 years part-time at this. We haven't really been full-time. My full-time business is actually running an advertising agency, and it shut down. Hey, Stephanie Emma. And it shut down. So literally I've had no income, like from many people from that side of the business, for 9 months now, or 6 months. And I actually don't expect to have income until 2021. So on the one side, things have been really bad. We also have been dealing with health issues on one of our dogs who's really having a lot of challenges. No, I'm just saying that, and now we're passing on that. And then, so there's lots of things. I mean, we hadn't been able to, we didn't get to go on vacations. We were supposed to go to Disney.
I miss our driving trips.
We used to go driving all the time. We used to go away for weekends. We used to source. I used to love garage. All that stuff is all like, but the thing that's actually kept us up in this whole time has been basically resellers, reselling and resellers, and eBay. I actually worked with Hack Media a bit. Yeah, we never know, and we don't know what's going back with that. So, but the thing that was good for us was it was Disney World, Julie, not Disneyland. Actually, there was a plan for both this year.
There was Rose Bowl,
Flea Market, Disneyland was supposed to be the fall. But the thing about what we did was we found reselling our communities here on the craft group, the Canadian Resellers and Fantastic Thrifters group on Facebook, in the thrifting board, Jason's group, in the Complete Reseller, Tony Boss and Becky Dick's group, all positive places where you could talk to other people who were on their own, who were trying to deal with some of this stuff. The fact that we also were able to see our business increase
on eBay
tenfold, well, not tenfold. We did a comparison to figure something out, and Q2 of this past year versus Q2 of last year, we have a 275% increase in sales.
And that's
sales,
revenue.
net
No,
revenue.
That's net revenue or net.
That's
net
not,
sales,
yeah, nets. Well, our money,
revenue, our money, yes.
not fees, not shipping or anything like that. 275% growth.
The book.
So with things like that, eBay's been great. Seeing good money coming in on eBay has been amazing. Starting on Depop has been amazing. Doing selling a little bit on Posh and a little bit on Etsy's been amazing.
Hi, Diana.
And you guys getting us to 1,000 subscribers, getting monetized as of like a week ago. We've made $4. Oh no, well you're gonna $4.
$4.
And just remember, because they tell you you're supposed to say this, we also have Super Chat available. If we've ever given you an idea that might have made you $1 or $2, throw us a tip in a Super Chat. We'd love it. Or if you have a question that we missed, throw us a tip in Super Chat.
I'm not sure how they work.
I don't know how they work. It's just something when you get monetized, it says you can request Super Chats, and people can give you a tip. Basically, we don't make money on craft, we don't make money on YouTube, so this is a way for us to actually make some extra
Claire
money.
Is saying US.
To buy that latte. US
Claire's
what?
saying US. Yes, our sales in US are in US.
Yeah, our sales are in US dollars as well.
We list and sell on the .com platform. Yes, it is.
No, it's not. No, it's not. There is no. This is our employee of the month up here, Miss Swish and Swallow.
Oh wait.
No, what are you doing? Oh God, I don't know where he's going. So it was really great, and then to have eBay actually feature us locally, and then tell us that we were actually getting to be featured not only for Canada, but as one of 2 Canadians that are being featured in the 25 mini stories, or 3 Canadians that are being featured in the 25 mini stories. Mistakes are made while you wait. Yeah, it's a mirror. You can't see it that well.
Well, you can kind of see it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of mistakes that are being made, so today Rick comes to me and says to me, so last week, do not, you restart right now and I will smack you as a computer. If you restart right now, I'll smack you.
I didn't break the mirror.
No, he didn't. And we actually brought that up in the podcast a number of times. Just to I tried to put pressure on him. So now it's in the podcast. It's been recorded.
Actually, that's not correct. I did photograph them. I did have.
You didn't photograph all 10.
No, I had 9 of them.
No, you had 6 of them.
Oh, you counted.
I did.
And then he let the drafts lapse.
I let the drafts lapse?
He did.
I let the drafts lapse. Try and say that fast.
He
let the drafts lapse. Anyway. So, oh no, that climbing that ladder. It's right now. It's more like a little 2-step up a stairway, but that's all it. We got
ladder out back.
Don't go grab the ladder. But speaking of mistakes being made, so if you remember, this is why I don't think we do it beside each other anymore, because it's been so long. It has been so long. Been so get away from me. Get away. So I know. If don't yell at me, remember. So anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is a couple of weeks ago we talked about the baggy wall, and we talked about Rick finding this little bag filled with little Beatrix Potter figures. I think he had a picture of it somewhere, but I'm not really sure. Okay, but I'm not sure who's who there.
Well, you'd be Ricky, I'd be Lucy, because I'm the kooky one.
Really?
But I have the hair.
Huh?
I have the hair.
It's not red. Ricky has hair. You're Ricky. Your name is Ricky. So wouldn't I be Lucy?
You're no Lucy.
Do you poop out at parties? So this is what he sold. If you recall correctly, he sold this lovely little thing, this little Susan cat. Little Susan cat. Isn't she cute? Now this was from the baggy lot, and this was Susan Cat, and he put this up $3.99. We paid for the baggy lot of 4 or 5. We showed you in the bag. We did show you that we sold one of them put it on auction, $12.99 or $12.88. Didn't sell. Put it on afterwards because we always tell you auction at what you want to get, flip it to, and we flipped it to $14.99, and it sold. Well, guess what? Susan Cat was also on auction at $28.88, and Susan Cat didn't sell at $28.88, so we moved her to a fixed price, and we sold Susan Cat for $38.88. Isn't that great? Isn't it really great when you sold Susan Cat for $38.88?
It's lovely.
What's interesting about today, though, honey? What did you find after you shipped Susan Cat out 2 days ago?
I didn't realize that we had 2 cats from the series.
You only had 4 cats, 4 things in the entire thing. Only 4 things. We sold one. We sold one.
The pictures are this big. I saw a cat.
You had 2 cats and a bunny.
Cat I could find, and I picked Miss Moffat.
You picked Miss Moffat
instead of Susan Cat.
So the person who bought Susan Cat
and shipped.
It's on. Susan Cat is still not on its way. Miss Moffat's on its way.
So I got out in front of it, and I sent the buyer a quick message apologizing for my assistant pulling and packing and shipping the wrong item, and saying, keep Miss Moffat as to offset the disappointment that you're not getting Susan Cat immediately. Susan Cat will be on her way tomorrow.
So we lost $12 because he didn't look at what pussy he put in the package.
I don't know my pussies.
When you pick your pussies to put in a package, pick the proper pussy, please. There's a what?
I like that.
What? Pick a proper pussy, please.
Yes.
In a proper coffee pot. No, that's a proper cup of coffee in a proper coffee pot.
A copper kettle pot.
Thank you, Bernard. Thanks. We love guys like you saying hello and saying thank you for the help on Facebook. Thanks that we are here for.
The assistant has wheel marks over his chest because he gets thrown under the bus.
They're not bunnies. They were cats.
They're cats.
He didn't send a bunny instead of a cat.
Well, Beatrix Potter.
I know, but it's a cat.
That's why she's saying bunny.
I know, but you still have the bunny at home. You managed to decide, I have 3 things. 1 is a bunny, 2 are cats. I'm going to send this cat. And then you should have said this cat.
What's the finger you use?
That was the middle cat.
You just flipped off everyone.
I didn't flip. I
apologize for my partner here. He doesn't realize what his hands do.
Pardon my pointing pussy digit. What I don't know. Oh, good. I've already got a thumbs up, and I've made her laugh, and you said you needed something like that today. So, yeah, give us a thumbs up if you can. That would be really great. Thanks. Yeah, well, we paid $3.99 for 4 of them. We sold one of them for $14.88.
Actually, there were 5 things in the bag. There's
but the last one is a piece of crap.
The one that I won't list, but still, the first one sold and paid for all of them.
So we listed the 4 of them on auction at $12.88, $12.88, $24.88, and $24.88.
We just got a $2 tip from Jason, our first super
Ooh!
Thank you
I don't know what
much.
That does. So what does that do? Does that
we got $2 somewhere.
I know, but where does it? I thought it's supposed to go somewhere where you can see where it is. It goes
colored blue.
I know, to where? Who's colored blue? Jason's colored blue?
His comment is blue now.
I don't see his comment. Oh, his comment's blue. You're blue. Jason, you're blue. Thank you for a tip.
Now we understand what Super Chat looks like.
Now we understand what Super Chat looks like. Now I owe you for both pairs of shoes and a Super Chat. That's why it's blue. Super chat blue. Everybody wants one. No, they don't. We want one. No, anyway. Everybody gets to see his comment. So that's nice. Thank you so much. So anyway, yeah. So we listed them 1288, 1288, 24, 1888, and 2488. We didn't sell any of them on auction. We relisted them at 1488, 1488, 2488, 3888.
Luckily, Miss Moffat had not yet been relisted. I deleted her from the relist.
So we actually ended up
relist.
Okay, so we ended up selling, at least so far, we still have the one bunny left.
Yes, Peter. No,
and that's at
Benjamin
a book
Bunny
report on Peter Rabbit. Sorry,
yes.
I just heard that the other day. Good man, Charlie Brown. I know I look like Charlie.
Very.
So we've sold like $50 US for a bag of $3.99. We got another 10 or 12 bucks we can make, but we lost 12 bucks that we could have made. But it doesn't really matter. But today it's all about risks, and that's what you have to do. You have to take risks.
Working with me is a risk, and he's accepted it
wholeheartedly. Yes, I have accepted it as part and parcel of what I've got to do. And part and parcel of that, as I say, is you take risk. We have listed so many different things, and we're going to take you through things today that we don't know really what. Well, we know what we're doing.
No,
but we don't know enough about these kind of things.
Yes.
But we wanted to show you that you can take risks as a. Are you doing that?
I thought we were doing the shtick from the Muppets balcony.
Oh, is that what the shtick is from the Muppets balcony? So we're the two old guys in the Muppets now. What is that? No, Wallace and Gromit. No, that's. I like Wallace and Gromit. Somebody will know there. Somebody will tell us.
Who are the old dudes in the balcony? On the Muppet
Show. But what I also want to know right now is if any of you guys have taken risks lately. Kibble and bits. That's us. We're going to get us some kibble and bits. Great. So we started talking about proper pussy packing, and now we're on to doggy kibbles and bits. This is all animal based. No, it's not all animal based. Here's a couple of examples. This is stuff that we're. He doesn't want to play Risk. He doesn't like playing games. And he hates Risk.
Actually, I play Risk on the iPad.
So here's some of the things that I just wanted to show you to talk about the fact that we.
There it is, Stadler and Waldorf.
Thank you. Now we have to tip.
I'm Waldorf.
I don't know, whichever one's bald. I'm the one that's bald. So we talk about taking risks. So here's some of the things. So you can take risks as a thrifter that are little risks. You know what our saying is?
These are financial risks.
Little financial
like
risks.
Through the thrift store without a mask.
No. No. Or just a mask with no pants. No. But you can take risks on things. Now, you know what our saying is, as we're Canadian, if it's less than a latte, it's got to be bought, eh? So we told that to Griff, and he just burst out laughing. It's just, we did it in sync. Oh, okay, yeah. We'll put that as a new T-shirt. And a year ago,
I left my
we didn't. God, a year ago,
to put on makeup. It's time to light the lights.
It's time to play the music. It's time to put. You need to put on makeup. A year ago, I didn't really touch patterns at any kind. And Lisa Boland told me how much she does with patterns. So I started investing in. When I went through the thrift store, I'd walk over to the pattern department and I'd pick up patterns. And when Polly pick up patterns, I end up put on eBay. I'm not going to do all P's today. That's going to be too much to try and do. But if you recall a little while ago, I talked about this. I know I talked to Lisa about it. I might not have talked to you. This is actually a pattern that I got a bunch of patterns for 49 cents a piece. And when the patterns are 49 cents a piece, there's a little bit of a risk, but it's only 50 cents. So I ended up buying 10 patterns. The 10 patterns cost me $5. And this one pattern that I popped up sold within 3 weeks for $24.88 US. So a 49-cent pattern has sold for $25. So that's what we talk about when we're saying risks. For newer buyers, or newer people who are new sellers or new listers, you can still take risks. You don't have to take giant ones. You don't have to take ones that are going to put tons of money. But we learned that patterns are there. And some of the things that we talk about today and that you'll see from our tips and tricks that we do on Two Dogs Digs is to say, like, look for this, the Hallmark videos, things like that, things that you can start looking for to think about what you should do with an ornament. That's a good thing to flip. We have a video, which we'll link at the very bottom here, which was like our 5 major bolos that you always look out for. And certain kinds of teacups are always there. So you can take a risk and spend $6.99 at a thrift store on an Ainsley teacup. And if you're not going to lose the $6.99 for it, you'll probably get that, but you could get $300 for it or $400 for it.
Paragon double warrant.
If you recall a little while ago, we talked about buying this. So a lot of people would think this is a risk. We talked about, I know I was getting there. A lot of people talked about, so this was the Cars DVD set. You remember we picked this up and talked about this a few things ago. This was brand new in the box. And we paid, I'm trying to remember now what I paid for this. I think it was $17.
Yeah, I think it was
$16 or $17. It was like under $20. And again, would you pay $20 for this? Well, we thought we would sell it. We looked it up. It is older. And we thought, yep, we got to pick this one up because it's older. And we did a little research on it. And we were sure that this was going to sell overseas.
Yeah.
We were like 100% sure. The last two that we saw using WorthPoint, and we're actually going to do a show on WorthPoint in a couple of weeks with WorthPoint, that we saw these were selling for like $200 to $300. Well, it finally sold. It took us about 3 months to sell it.
2.5, 3. Yep.
But here's the interesting thing. It sold for $295 US, and it's going an hour from us in Toronto down to Niagara Falls, Canada.
It was delivered today.
It was delivered today. So it's actually got an hour from where we live in Canada at $295 US. $300 US. That's like $400 Canadian.
And the buyer paid $25 for shipping.
For priority, we did priority Canada Post shipping on that. Express Post shipping. So again, that's a risk of $20. Would you risk $20? So when you're thinking about risking on some stuff, and we'll show you some stuff that we're going to get to in a couple of minutes as well. So now I just want to do that. It's just, slowly I turn, step by step, inch by inch. And thank you, Brian.
We also did a video of that working.
Yeah,
worked. We did. Unwrap.
You may not be able to hear it on this because we haven't properly set it up, but here it is, and here it is, and here's our video that we did run with it. It may not work properly, but you can't. We got terrible speakers in here, and Rick was supposed to fix them. Every time I ask him to fix them, he doesn't fix them.
I bought a pair of speakers.
He bought the cheapest pair of speakers at a Value Village
for $1.99.
So we even said there's a little whir behind this, and it kind of sounds like there's a car running, which I thought was kind of cute. But we made sure that we put a video in there. And again, if you haven't thought about putting videos in, you can put them in for things that have movement like this. You can put them in for things that even don't have movement. You can put a baseball cap. You can put a teacup on something and make it spin. So think about putting videos in if you think that might give that extra little bit of money. Heather's got a really good comment, which is everybody's dollar risk amount is different. Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you are
risk goes across the board.
We don't say that everything that's $20 can flip for $300. Or everything that's 49 cents can flip for $24. There are things that we do risk money on, and we're going to show you a couple more of those. We just wanted to show you some of the stuff that you've seen from us.
The risk for that was not being sure whether it would work.
Yeah, when we bought it, we had to bring it home and hope that it worked because we bought this after
there was the whirring noise, so that could have been the reason that it was donated.
But it didn't look like it had ever been played.
True.
Right. But again, trying to just go back, we told you I'm not sports. Yay. Yay, sports go yay.
You should see him in a skirt.
We bought this, and you recall, I think we only told you about this 2 weeks ago. $4.99 at a Salvation Army. I don't know anything about sports. Yay. I had to look up how to measure a glove, all sorts of crap like that. But you know what? I'm glad I did because I listed it and sold it for $48 US. So again,
it'll be nice when the buyer pays.
This was something that we did tell you about. We found all these. These were batches of these things that we bought for $1 from somebody. And we got like 75 or so of these little things and 50 of these things. And we paid like $5. So again, it's a $5 risk but we paid $5 for everything.
So that represents about 10 cents worth of product.
Yeah. And we sold that, and it's our second one for $28.88. Three of them. We sold three.
What happened, Craigie?
Oh, okay, so now
it's... throw me under the bus, or can I throw you under the bus?
Now he's going to throw me under the bus.
There's plenty of room under the bus for both of us.
The wheels on the bus go right over me, right over me, right over me. Okay, so...
You see the shot glasses?
How many shot glasses
How
are there?
many shot glasses are there? Count.
One.
Shot glass. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The
Okay, so
listing was for 6 shot glasses.
Yes, but I somehow managed to
Craig
pack up a bunch of them. I
pre-packed
pre-packed
a bunch of them in the back
with 5.
with 5. I got a nice note from the buyer saying, "Oh, everything arrived. It was in great shape, but
You're missing
there
a
are
shot
only
glass."
5 of
He
the
didn't tell
shot
me this until
glasses."
afterwards. So we sent them one more shot glass.
Actually, I sent them 7 more shot glasses.
You didn't tell me 7. Oh, good. That's
70 cents.
I know that's true.
Same amount to ship.
Well, no, I wanted
So
you to
I'm
send that. You
giving
told me yesterday you sent him 1 shot glass. You said I
Well,
sent
I'm
1.
surprising you on the show right
That
now.
is surprising because
So-
I would have, if you'd asked me,
You would have
I would have
said
said send him a few.
7.
No,
Yeah.
not 7,
Well,
probably.
he bought 6.
He got 5.
He got 5, so now I'm giving him his original 6 plus another set of 6.
Yeah, so now he has 12.
And he'll be happy.
And he'll be
have a
happy.
big party with 12 of his friends.
One of the things that we did tell you about as well is when you look at something that is electronic, because we told you the one thing was the cars. This was another thing. Now, you might have bought this. I think we paid $8.99 for this. I think we paid $8.99 for this because it was old Pac-Man. Again, we had to see there was a risk on this, and because right now during the pandemic, the majority of places that don't have any returns for anything other than clothes.
Yep.
So this was buying something and then hoping that it worked, and if it didn't work, it could be garbage. And in this case, it did work, and we just sold this for $78. So it was about a $10, $7, $10 buy for $80.
Yeah.
Heather says she married Bob, and that was a risk that worked out. Yeah, I went on a date with him, and that was a risk that worked out for me.
There's a question.
Looking up stuff, what software, just using Solds, or so Carol, we do a couple things when we're out thrifting. We always look up Solds on eBay using our phones, and we see what's there for the last 90 days. In some of the cases, if we can't find the thing, we try and look it up somewhere else, like Google or Amazon or WorthPoint, because we also have WorthPoint on our phones too. So if it's something that really strikes us as, I think I better look this up, then we actually do that. Did you buy it? You should have bought it. So those are, but there are times when we buy stuff that we did not look up. And there's actually things today that we're going to show you that we did not look up at all, because either a general knowledge or not.
And that's a good point. Sometimes,
listed broken electronics. Yes. And that's true. A lot of people, like if it was broken, we could have listed it for parts. I actually found a Sony Walkman at the Value Village. It was a yellow Sony sports Walkman, and it was $3.99, and I could not get it to work. But I took the battery cover off the back.
Yeah, just the
plastic battery cover and the hook for the belt loop. And I sold the 2 of them for $20. And I threw out the other thing. I probably could have tried to sell it too, but because I took it apart.
Yeah.
Like the D&D book. Yes, exactly. So that's a stretch to go. You don't know anything about D&D, but you've heard that. Some of these things are just buzzwords you're going to hear. It's like, and that's where you're going to take that extra list. Lisa got tons of soft drinks trying to win the pack.
All right.
Hi, Alexander.
So here's something that we bought, not knowing anything about.
Go with that. Go for it. So we hear
about these things.
We did not research this
all the time.
So
no research done.
I walked by. Where's the box?
I took it out of the box. So.
I walked by
I'll let Craig show you the box.
I walked by a reseller picking up, and on his lap he had this. And he was looking at everything inside this box. And then I thought, oh, geez, I just missed a Panasonic DVD player. Darn, I just missed it. And then I saw him down the next aisle, and he didn't have it in his hand. And he didn't have a cart. So I went back to the aisle. Shelf. He'd put it under the shelf.
So Craig grabbed it.
So I grabbed it and went, Rick, come here.
And this is what it is.
It's actually not that brand.
No, it's a JVC.
And it's the DVD VCR rewrite. We don't think that this has ever been used. We literally don't think this has ever been used.
HRXVC1U. And it's got the VHS, and the DVD. So you can actually burn DVDs from VHS tapes.
So with something like that, here's what we're talking about. This is a risk. Why? Well, we've heard on Craft, on the thrifting board, on the Complete Reseller, that people sell these things and flip them on Facebook Marketplace and other places for like $100.
Yeah.
So we took a risk and we paid $19.99.
Less 20.
Less 20%. Well, with taxes, it still works out to be $20 Canadian. And the nice thing was there, at least there was a plug. So we did plug it in the store, turned it on, and it worked. Powered on. That's all we know. So we've taken a risk with something like that. We're saying, here's a risk that we're willing to take. We're willing to risk the $20 because for parts, great. If it doesn't, but if we can get it working, we're going to do a full test. We don't know what they sell for. That's just it. We haven't even looked that one up yet.
Yeah, we figured $20. That's
probably
like
$100.
Two lattes.
It's
the
two lattes.
It's a trip to Hortons for us.
Because we also get like cheese croissants and donuts.
The cheese croissant.
I shouldn't get the donuts. Time to eat the donut. So that people will donate their items in a different box. Yeah, that's what you also have to look for too, right? You take a look inside the box. I think he put it back because it wasn't in the box.
Or he tucked it under the shelf so he could go to the bank machine and get the $20.
Yes, we'll have to. Rick, I think he put it over there, so he can look up the number and he can type it in again. But I'm going to show you something else that we bought a couple of years ago and tell you how it's paid off for us. I told you that we don't know much about clothing. We don't know much about fabric or anything along those lines, right? We've got a bunch of fabric and stuff we bought for really cheap. But a couple of years ago, we were at a thrift store, and you can see right behind me here, there's these rolls. These are rolls of ribbed fabric. These are the fabric that you would see on the cuffs of most people's waistbands or arm cuffs. See the size of this roll? This is actually quite large. It's like a foot wide. This is rolled. This is a blue version. We have black. We have all sorts of different ones. In fact, here is what we have on right now. We have all of these. We found like rolls of this. And in fact, we found, I think it was 9 rolls. Every one of those rolls was $17.99 a piece. That's a big jump for somebody, right? I'm talking here about putting in $150 plus $150 plus as an investment into something like that. So the $150 plus, why did we do it? Well, I did a little look around and I looked on Etsy and people were selling a cuff, like 10 inches of this stuff, because it comes in a round, like it's circular. So it's like joined all the way around. Again, I don't know anything about this. I'm just taking a risk on something like that. There's no seam, continuous thing around. And I decided, okay, well, take a look at this and maybe I'll take a risk on it. Well, we've posted these up and just alone in the past, there it is, in the past 90 days, these are our orders. 24 orders in total, as you can see here, of people ordering everything from a 20-inch length to a 30-inch length to a 60-inch length. Today alone, we got an order from somebody ordering 60 inches of black, 20 inches of butterscotch, 10 inches of gray. We have sold.
It ships so easily.
It's a cut and ship. $450 US in sales in the last 90 days of this. Now, this is what the thing is. This is what I want to make sure you understand. This is the $17 roll. This much sells for $25.
Yeah.
This much of the roll. Ta-da! So we got. Pardon my big butt there. That was not a view you needed to see. But
I've even learned how to cut a straight line off of it using electric scissors.
Well, actually, yes, Heather, some of the fabric is being sold. Not any of that stuff from our fabric show.
No.
Because we still have to we haven't taken the pictures of it.
I've got a block.
And I've got a block I want to throw. So again,
okay, so
rib knit,
I wrote the model number down because I can't reach the keyboard. HR XVC1U, and it's by JVC.
Now, the interesting thing as well, Susan, is we found that everybody on Etsy, we are selling this on Etsy as well as on eBay. We've done better on eBay than on Etsy, which surprised us.
Yeah.
But the other thing that we
I
made
was
sure
hesitating listing it on eBay because I didn't think it would sell there.
it's used for like the cuffs of a sweatshirt and like the cuff, the waistband, right? Well, we bought the one that wasn't that fabric, no. But we also found that almost all of the fabric that was being listed and sold from China. So we actually put in our title. You can see this is our title. Canada made. So people are seeing that it is from Canada, and they're seeing it shipping basically from our US Niagara Falls counterpart. So that's why we think we're doing better with it. We've had one person, strangely enough, who didn't like one piece of the black fabric.
Well, I think that particular roll might
have gone a little bit bad.
Sun, so it was tearing. So we basically refunded her in full and then shipped her
a
new 40.
So that's a nice one.
Yeah.
So some of the other things again, we're going to tell you, this is some weirder stuff that we've got. So how are we at 40 minutes? We're doing good. We got 20 minutes of time. So we're doing some other stuff that we found in the past few days that were like, or past while. And I'm going to do a shout out for something that is really interesting. And I got the idea from Debbie from Thrifty Business, Jason's sometimes co-host and coordinator, Debbie Weeder. And she's a book person, and I'm not a book person. I know, like, we got some people on here like Greg who are big book people, but one thing I've always thought about was when you see something that's in a lot, like you can see a series of things. Now, the only time I've ever really invested in that is with anime.
The manga.
Manga, Japanese manga and anime. And usually I don't like buying a lot of it at our local thrift stores because they charge a lot for books. The Value Villages, Savers of this world, because they put it based on price on when it came out, they can charge you like $2.99, $3.99 for a book. So if you have a series and you see 10 of something, it's like, wow, there's 10 of those things. It's going to cost me $2.99 a piece. Even when I buy 5, I get one free. Like, it's still like a $30 or $40 investment. If you can find series of things, this is one of Deb's she's told us about a lot. Even if it's missing a couple of things, buy them, right? So here is what, and now Rick actually we had a discussion about this one. So I walked up to a shelf and saw.
Can you manage?
I will manage.
I can hold half.
No, it's not going to be in the proper order, but
okay. Yes, these are out of order. So if you have OCD, avert your eyes.
Avert your eyes. I saw this.
Oh, you got 2 upside down.
I said they're out of order.
Well, no,
and I saw that.
Well,
then fix it. I can't hold it and fix it at the same time.
Move.
Give me one. So this is a set of teenage sort of romance novels.
Not Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Kind of like Sweet Valley High and those kind of things. And I saw that there were 1 through 15. So all 15s. Unfortunately,
I didn't take time to organize them.
That's not how it works in Canada. At Canada's Value Villages, they do not have half price days.
No, the best they do is buy 4, get the 5th for free.
Jeannie sold a 20-cent book today for $25. So Rick and I have a conversation. Yes, Rick and I have a conversation. And the conversation we had was, I said, okay, I'd like to get these. And they were like, well, they consider them to be regular books. But because they're old, the price tag on them was $1.99. So there's 15 books in there. With those 15 books, it actually counts as 12 books because I get 3 free. Yeah. So 12 times 2 is $24. I didn't have a discount coupon, so $24 plus tax is like $28. And I said to Rick, I want to get these. And he's like, why do you want to get these? And I'll show you why I wanted to get them, because I could not find these anywhere. And all we could find was this one book, No Contest by Alison Blair from the Roommate series for $24.99. This one, which was a terrible visual on. And then I even went to Google, and on Google, I'm finding them listed from third-party sellers, $28, $30, $29, $9, $21, $9, $30. Well, that's $5. So I looked at that and I thought, you know what? I want to take the risk. I'm going to take the risk on these 15 books. I have no idea right now, but if they're averaging $20, $25 a piece, I think what we're going to do is we paid $24 for them. We're going to do an auction on these and see what happens on these. And we will probably put all 15 of them on auction right now at
75.
Huh?
75.
No, I was going to say $150.
Really?
If they're listing at $25 each,
okay.
6 of them would be $25, would be $150. If somebody can buy the entire set for $150.
Okay.
Or I might just ask Debbie what she thinks I should sell them for. And we're going to sell them as a set of 15. Yeah. Then above it, and this is what...
Those could go medium mail, although at that price, they will go priority.
Grace sold us... Hey, Grace! Say hi to Loverboy. Hope he's feeling better. Sexy Pulp for 18, paid $5.87, but still 3 times your money, yes. And yes, that $25 is per book, not for the whole lot. That's per book.
Yeah. We don't really... We pay attention to the price thing, but only as a, can we make money if we resell it?
Yeah. Again, I don't think I'll have a problem in selling the whole 15 for the $25, but of course we're going to first try them at a bigger amount of money. But with that, I'll let you know, there was this other series called the Sweet Dream series that was right above it. And there were 30 of these books, except in this series, there's 142 books.
You didn't find all 142?
Well, no, they had number 1, number 4, number 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, and then went on. So what did I do? I grabbed number 1. So I picked up just this
on the cover.
No, I just picked this up. You know what? She might be somebody famous too, because sometimes these are really interesting if you can do research on it. Like if this was Brooke Shields or somebody, like there's actually pictures of that.
But it looks very familiar.
It does. She looks very, very familiar. She looks like somebody who might be a soap star.
Yeah. Now, just to give a shout out to Jenny, congratulations! $32 for a book that you paid
50 cents
for.
So that's what risks is too, right?
The other place I did look for these books, Amazon doesn't really give you prices of things that are sold, but there is a website called Keepa that will show you pricing. Or is it Camel? It's one of the two.
Yeah, I don't know which one he's talking about because I don't know about that yet. I haven't learned about that stuff yet.
I took a picture of the screen because I couldn't figure out how to do it on my phone.
Oh, okay. Now, just
I did one of the things that your grandmother does.
Okay. Now
I took a picture of the screen of the computer to send to him.
Yes, he did. That's how I ended up. But so again, I did that just to try and get an idea. Yes, you're retired. Just want to do a quick shout out here. Grace's longtime hubby Loverboy is in the hospital right now having some issues, and I just want to say from us and from everybody here, Grace, we wish you and Loverboy the best that we possibly can. So what we're doing again, it's all about risk and reward and risk and reward. What's some other things we might risk on? Well, yesterday, out of the blue, I go, well, we time wise, where's the time? 15 minutes. So yesterday, well, here's a couple other things that we've just done risks on. This is kind of like found this Valley Village, $19.99. It's a Disney Princess TV DVD. And again, I tested it somewhere. I have the remote outside, and at the Value Village, I plugged it in. I grabbed the DVD from the DVD section. I put it in there to make sure it worked. It works great. It looks like it's in amazing condition. There's a little bit of like guck on the side here, but I know these can flip easily for $100, $125 on Facebook Marketplace. So that's something that we did, a $20 risk, right? Again, I think one of the big things that I want you to think about is the bigger the money you're putting into it, if you think you can get that money back, it's less of a risk. I don't think I would have a problem if I tried to put this up on Facebook Marketplace for $20. So I'm not going to lose money on that even at the end of the day if I can't sell it anywhere.
One of those Black Diamond Disney.
Yeah, I'll throw in a Black Diamond DVD and put it for $1,000. This is something that we bought yesterday, or no, last week. $14.99. I don't know if you can see the price tag on it, but what is it? This is the Quick Start Back to Life Personal Back Therapist, and it barely looks like it's been used either. We plugged it in. We did not do the exercises that it shows you there to throw it under your legs. Basically, you lie down on the floor, and you put it at the position of your height and put your legs on it, and it goes up and down to try and sort of stretch your back out. He wanted me to get down on the floor inside the Value Village to try it out, and I said there is no way I am actually going to get down on the floor. But here it is. It's missing its user's guide. That's the only problem. But the rest of it's there.
It might be in the box.
It might be in the box. $14.99. Again, I don't think we're going to have a problem with that. That actually sells for, I think, $150 to $200 retail. Chris, yes, for the back. No, I'm not making a video. Actually, I probably will have to make a video if I put it onto eBay, but it's very heavy. It's kind of like the Thigh Master, but I will not make a video of Thigh Masters either. And yes, you remember the commercials. And yes, it is for the back. It is for the back. The back A. The back A.
Ow.
Oh, sorry.
Ow.
Well, you've got your sandals on.
Ow.
Couple other things that we bought that show you sometimes a risk is a risk that you just take and it doesn't work. This is one of them. We found this little guy. It was an arcade machine. It was $4.99. I lost the tag already because I wiped it off. Because thinking, this is great. We took the back off of it, and the back of this was completely rusted. And when we cleaned it, put it in, and it doesn't work. So now I've got this thing, and Rick was like, well, we'll sell it for parts. It's too big to sell for parts. This is probably just going to be redonated, and honestly, or it's just going to be thrown out. But that was a $5 risk that we had to do. Well, we know Sherry Gall made us think about Furbies more than we ever thought about Furbies in the past. And so what did I do the other day? Well, yeah, I saw another one. Look, got this one. I just think about a Furby. I'll look for a Furby. There's a $5.99. Yeah, it's a little steep on a Furby, but it is that one with the eyes that move, the animated eyes. Well, here's what, again, it's a risk. Why is it a risk? Well, one, somebody cut its label off, but then, and it needs a tiny little bit of cleaning. And we thought, well, what we'll do before the show is we'll just take it and fix it and put it so that we can actually run it properly. And then what does Rick do? He takes the bottom off. Look at how corroded the batteries are, like literally full of corrosion. So I'm not touching them right now. But we have to now vinegar these, and that's how you actually can do stuff. You have to be very careful, but if you actually can wipe it down with vinegar and a Q-tip, it can take all of that off, and then we can put new batteries in. But another $5 risk that may not pay off for us. So electronics sometimes have that. Heather said last week she spent $5 on a Black & Decker. You want to bring that thing over?
No.
You want to put it on your lap?
Oh.
On a $5 coffee pot. And sold for $70 on Mercari. I wish we had Mercari up here. I know the wheel stuck. Here is discounted. We have 5 now. Yes, baking soda. Yeah, we have 5 Furbies now. So this is. I think I want to end with that one. So hold on for that for a second. A couple other things that we picked up just out of the blue. This was something that I literally found yesterday night. These 2 things were yesterday night. This is an FAO Schwartz big piano. It was $9.99. Well, I see the word FAO Schwartz, and the first thing I think of is cha-ching. No, the first thing I think of is cha-ching because I think of how expensive FAO Schwartz was.
I think of the movie Tom Hanks and Big.
Well, that's also what it's from, but that's why it's called the big piano. I plugged it in, and I tried it, and it didn't even have to plug in. It had batteries in it. I tried it, and it worked. The test thing on it worked. So I have no idea what this is worth.
Or how it'll ship.
Or what we're going to do with it.
It's 70 inches long.
Tom Hanks not included. Well, I know it's 7. This isn't 70 inches long.
Unfolded.
When it's unfolded, it's 70 inches long. But still, $9.99. So again, if there's some folks who are watching, and thank you we got over 50 people watching. Yay! Yay! Shut
up and knit.
Let us know if there's something else that you took a risk on that you don't normally think about taking a risk on. We'd love to know about that, either in here, in the comments right now, or in the comments afterwards. Again, this was the same place underneath the big thing. This, the Singer LK knitting machine.
It's taller than me.
And it's just in case you can't read knitting machine here, they put in knitting machine over on this, over on your side. And this was $19.99. Opened it up. and all the paperwork fell out. So it has been used, but we know how much there's money in these. And Lisa's right. They are usually good. I looked up this specific model. I looked up that specific model. Oh, Jenny said, and this could be gold. Knitting machines sell for a lot. So it's interesting. Like the big piano might be $60 on Amazon. That's great. But yeah, so as Jenny said, and Julie and Lisa and Jane, we bought one of these before for $29. It was a Japanese, heavier Japanese one. We parted it out and literally put the base on its own on our Max sold auction about a year ago, and we sold the base on its own for $200. And then we took all of the parts and we split them out into about 10 different part lots, and we made another $200 probably on all those parts. And included, like in that case, that actually I think lists for $250 to $300. But you just never know.
Sorry.
So this is, I got, well, yeah, okay, go. You can go with that, I guess. So no, you've got. Go with the other thing. No. Well, the other thing was you can barely see it back there. Rick hates that I bought this.
Oh gosh,
this is G-Shock, which is a watch brand, and it's actually a display case for G-Shock watches. And again, it was $9.99. I couldn't pass up a $9.99 G-Shock, and all the watch holders are all up here. It's got the key still. It's got the lock. Rick hated when I brought that home. He hates when I bring home store display pieces. You brought
like 20 things that size home.
That's just it. Now that we're using FedEx Home, though, we're actually
the warehouse space.
It's before we had the. No, that was not that old. That long ago.
Oh, it must have been the other stuff.
Okay. It was. Yeah, it was the other stuff. Heather says, "Parting up, we really profitably have the patience." And I have the patience, that's for sure.
And we do.
And Ron, find that old knitting machine. Find it. Sell it. Greg says, surprisingly got slaughtered on new Elton John stuff from the Yellowbrick Tour for 50, even as he has a huge base. Yeah, that's surprisingly too. Sometimes you do take the risk, and we took the risk on some of that stuff too. Carl says, lots of money and big things if you're willing to deal with them. And Jason says, I like the G-Shock purchase.
You would.
See, Adrian says
you
too.
You would. You're in cahoots.
So I have to get that thing. So this is our last sort of what the conspiracy. This believe even belongs, but we need to have a different version of this because this is not so much a what did Gooddog buy now? This is really more of a
what did Baddog buy now?
What did we buy? What did we buy? Well, I had a conversation with Rick. He thrifted with me yesterday from home. So he wasn't feeling that great, and he wanted to be home with Boomer, with our puppy. And so I had to go mail the packages. I was searching for some stuff. I needed to get some pickups. I had to do a bunch of stuff, and I went thrifting. While I was thrifting, I thought I wanted to get some pictures for a Halloween show we wanted to do.
This is a better way for us to talk.
So is this. So when I was out at one mall or one Valley Village, I did my quick walk. And there wasn't any Halloween stuff, but I did the rest of my quick tour because I know where I'm going. I go bounce to all the different places. Baggy wall, toys, games, this, that, there. So I got to put the cat back up. Sorry about that. That's really good. We have one too, and we saw. I think Peggy just sold a Velvet Jesus paint by number for about what was it, $70, something like that, on our Sunday show with Jason. Thrifty over 50. She just sold something. So Heather sent me a picture saying there's some Barbie dolls in an auction. What should I bid on them? I said, don't. She said Bob already bid them.
And was the winner.
Unfortunately. So
Jenny says some rich guy will want the watch display.
That's what I figured for $9.99. And I don't know much about, but I think G watches are not even made anymore. So, but here's something that is still made. And as I say, I was thrifting with him, and I saw at the back. I saw this. I always look for things in boxes. You can see that back to life. When we saw the box, I opened the box. when I see the box with the VCR, I open the box. Anything I see in a box, I sometimes have a tendency to go, "What's in that? What's in the box? What's in the box?" But I actually have a happy face when I do it. It's not like "What's in the box?" It's not like Seven.
In a box.
It's not like the end of Seven at all. It's "What's in the box?"
What's the Justin Timberlake song?
And it's not like Dick in a Box either, right?
Careful, we have a juvenile audience.
We have a juvenile audience? That's it. You're saying we have a juvenile audience? Huh? We have a juvenile audience.
Yes.
That's saying we have.
Yes.
Just because Stephanie Emma is watching, he's like, Stephanie Emma. Just because Stephanie Emma is watching,
Okay.
it could actually be Stephanie. It may not be Emma. It may not be Dee Dee. It may be her parents.
Okay.
But they do, and people know about Justin Timberlake and Adam Sandler's Dick in a Box. But this is neither of them. This I saw was foam.
That's 12 Monkeys.
That's 7. It's the end of 7. No, 12 Monkeys is him going into the future. 7 is what's in the box.
I'm clueless.
Oh my goodness. Jay's like, open the box. So I see this. This is how big it is. All right, it's 4 of these things. Look at the size. It's gigantic. And well, I see this price tag on it, $29.99. And so I go and flip this open. And this is what I see as I flip it open. You have to hold 2 of them together. Something. What is this thing? What is that thing? This is very interesting. Well, what else happens to be in it? This happened to be in there. This is a teeth bleaching system. So, I can't say that's so hard to say. A teeth
bleaching
system. Oh my goodness. Teeth bleaching system.
Pay attention.
My mouth
moves in time.
Please no. With the sound. Teeth bleaching.
It's not a ceiling fan. It's not a drone. It is a system for whitening teeth.
It is literally. I'm going to pop you onto this page, and this is. Look at that. Now, let's just go over to the side here. Can we see this? It's over to the side here. Look what I found. A dental mobile LED teeth whitening system in stock, MD666, MD669, $489. And this actually. There. So like, oh, sorry about that. I clicked on the wrong thing. I was so excited. Where did I go? I don't know where I went. I was in the box. I went in the box.
Killed me. You have to share the screen again.
I have to share that screen again. I'm doing something bad. I'm reaching very far away.
Yeah,
that's the problem. He's in my way, so I'm trying to reach over here. But this is the screen. So I'm sharing the screen. That's the dental mobile system for $499. And how did I end up being on Rick again on here? How did I end up in? Anyway, so the thing was they were
That's not me.
$29. It says hi Rick. Sign in. Hi Rick. $29.99. But here's what's even better. It's not one. It's 2 of them.
2 of them.
It's 2. And 2 for 1 price because I said there's no price on them. Is this all together? And I said, yes, it's all together. So I don't know what. Let's put in a quarter for the next 3 minutes.
Jason.
And we'll vibrate. Oh, there's something. What? Oh, Jason just made my phone vibrate. Did he do that on purpose?
I don't know.
My phone just vibrated. Anyway, so we don't know a thing about teeth whitening systems, but
these have not been used.
No, these have not been used whatsoever.
Everything is still sealed.
Everything's still sealed inside. The package is there, and this is the interesting thing: is we think that this might have been something at a local college where they put it as a demo. because it's like it looks like it was a demo piece that somebody put in there, but everything's still
In
completely
2012,
wrapped.
2013.
The teeth thing is down there and the side down there, but these pieces are, again, this is the legs that build the stand for it. So who knows? But that's what we call taking a risk, because we don't know anything about what to do with teeth whitening. We don't know. Not that these are real, so are his.
For now.
It is bizarre what people donate, but we're fine and dandy with that.
Yeah, to me, this looks like something that didn't survive a garage sale.
Yeah, it probably was something that came home with someone from like the college and then ended up being in their basement. And then they went, well, what are we going to do with these things? And they just threw them in there. I don't even know.
Sell now because of COVID. Let's just donate it and get the space.
Yeah, and I don't even know if these were still like taped all the way down when they got in there. But again, it's something that people donate the strangest things, and you could have a chance to buy them. So again, today it's all been about taking a little bit of risky business for us. The things you've seen, we bought $25, $20, $30, $10, things like that. There's no way I think that we're going to lose any money on any of these things if we really had to. We do have to take some risks on some of these things. We may put some of them in Max Sold. We may put some of them onto eBay. It's really hard for us to say at this point, considering that the big piano, and this is the weird thing. This is how today's show came up. Yesterday, the big piano, the sewing machines, the teeth whitening systems, and the DVD VCR have all been bought in the past 3 days.
We left yours in your mom, didn't we?
Yes, we did. So there's a lot of stuff out there that you can take a little risk on. Think about that when you see people. If you hear people like us talking about Furbies, if you hear people talking about anime, I took a risk on books in a group because if you can get them for 50 cents, we haven't heard from her in a long time.
Now sold
on purpose. But I want you to think about those kind of things. We should keep the big piano for show tunes. I can't play, I can't sing, so it doesn't really help us in either way of doing those
earlier
things.
on, somebody said something about because we're monetized now, we have to be careful about using music. I don't think his singing is going to do much. And
that was a bad version of
the algorithm matching to anything real.
Yeah, but you know what I don't understand? I'll tell you, I do not understand how the folks there are YouTube channels that are monetized that literally have people watching a music video. So they're watching an entire music video and commenting on the music video.
Vocal coaches who critique all of the runs,
who have 70,000 people views to every single thing that there's people who watch videos as they premiere and have hundreds of thousands of people viewing, millions of viewers. We've got 1,000 subscribers, and hopefully they won't look at me playing a karaoke version of that and say, well, we're not going to let you have the music. If they do, well, then we'll learn, and I'll have to learn how to sing very badly.
25 cents.
Yeah, no, I think I have to. We did it once before. I played Hollerback Girl, and they blanked out the beginning of the show. Hopefully, they won't do that for those of you who tune in later. But if you have tuned in now, thank you very much again for joining us on our Tuesday Night Hall Pass. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because I see a couple of new people that are here that I hadn't seen. I don't know whether you have subscribed or not. And join us on the Canadian Resellers and Fantastic Thrifters, or the Crazy Resellers and Fantastic Thrifters board on Facebook.
Ooh, it's a ticker.
I did it. Jason taught me how to do that. Taught me how to do that.
I don't know what I'm doing.
No, you don't. You're just clicking on things. You're going to end up doing what I did, but just turn the whole thing black all of a sudden out of the blue. Subscribe, and the thumbs up is there too. I know you made them. So thank you for coming and joining us on this Tuesday night. Hopefully you had a little bit of fun as part of this. We want you to take a little bit of risk. Let us know what you've taken a risk on or what you're thinking about taking a risk on. If it's anything like we've done in here, we're going to try and get some of these things listed shortly. Some of them may go on Max Sold, some may go on eBay, some may go on Facebook Marketplace. We're just not sure, but we will try and do some of that. And again, thanks for the support from everybody like you. Because as Sandy says, it's like, thank you for the congrats on the eBay thing. It's because of people like you who watch us, who make us feel like we should be doing this, that we keep doing this. It's why we have fun doing this, and we think reselling should be fun, because we're Two Dogs Digs, and we help put the F
for fun
in thrift. That was so wussy the way for fun.
I didn't know where you were going.
We help put the F
For fun?
For fun.
In thrift.
For fun.
Oh, Grampy.
Oh, Stadler. Waldorf. Kermit. Fozzie. All those. I don't even know any of those. I don't know anything else from there. We're off. Rails. Off rails. 10 minutes late.
I don't know what we do now.
Thank you so much. Well, no, you have to go up here. You're doing. Let go. Don't do that. Oh my goodness, no.
Gooddog, take them out.
Good.
It's that new song.
It's by Carrie Underwood. Gooddog, take the wheel. It's a mouse because there's a wheel on the mouse. There, I sang some more. We're gonna be banned now because I sang some more. Anyway, thanks again. Thumbs up, subscribe. See you soon. Woof. I'm Baddog, and I'm out of here.
And I'm Gooddog, and I'm going with them.
And then you're gonna go home and
wait,
what?
Wait. You have to do that.
I have to do that.